Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Cosmic Lovers Tarot. We're doing a forecast reading today for Leo. So you could be Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And we're going to be looking at what you've got coming up ahead in terms of overall energy, love, money, work, health, and spirit. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I had to bartend today, but I hope y'all had a fun day. It was not very difficult for me. I work at a brewery, so it was easy. But yeah, so let's get straight into this. So I'm gonna pull an oracle card for you from the Naughty Oracle deck. An oracle for Leo, please. Oh, all right. Okay, wow. All right, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to show you this. So this is the Naughty Oracle. Like I said, it's designed to be not necessarily offensive, but definitely in the offensive realm. So you got double-pronged echidna penis, lighten up. This is a really funny card. I'll actually read it to you at the end, but basically, yeah, this is what you would imagine it to be. It's about releasing tension in your body or body, spirit, soul complex, whatever, specifically by either, having good sex, either solo or with someone else. So there you go. That's your general oracle. And then we'll see as we get more into this, if you're single or if you're in a relationship, All right, now I'm going to move over to the Everyday Tarot. And I'm going to get, let's see, we're going to look at just the overall energy. So overall energy for Leo. Overall energy for Leo. Ooh, okay. Wheel of Fortune. So things are going to be shifting for you guys in some way, shape, or form. I mean, because of this, echidna penis that we have here, I'm seeing this as a little bit of, you guys have been protecting your heart, like I'm seeing this. Or if you're in a relationship, you might be very protective over your relationship. Either way, this, I'm seeing this, the spikiness surrounding these two hearts is like you see your heart. And so if you're single, you see your heart as something very precious that you want to protect. If you're in a relationship, you see your relationship as something very special, very worthy of protecting. And I'm seeing here that what we've got coming up is a lot of energy of things finally coming to fruition, or like a sudden shifting change or something. So I'm going to get a little bit more into that. I'll look at love. But yeah, like big changes coming for you. And like I said, I feel like they're kind of long-awaited changes that you've been kind of like if you're single and you've been hoping and praying for a relationship to come in, this is the month when that's going to happen. Okay, so what have we got for love? Oh, okay. So for love, we have the Star in reverse. In conjunction with the Wheel of Fortune, this is a very powerful month for you. So I'm hearing count your blessings, and I'm thinking in terms of this star is wishing upon a star, you've been wishing for the perfect person to come around, but I'm thinking that in this particular situation with this Wheel of Fortune here, it's going to be a shift in perspective towards someone that you already know. So it could be a coworker, could be someone in your life that you haven't really seen in a romantic way, or in a romantic way, and you're going to view them in a new light. Like I'm seeing this as like the star being like, well, I mean, so either you or this person might have some like self-esteem issues, right? But what this perspective shift is going to do is like put them in a new light. Like I'm literally seeing this person as like having starlight over them now, or it's like the moment when this is like a classic rom-com trope, but when the person realizes like, oh my god, like my best friend, that was who I was in love with the whole time. Like, why didn't I see it? He was right in front of my eyes, or she was right in front of my face, like something like that. I'm seeing an energy of like that coming to you guys. I'm gonna look at what you've got coming up for work. So yeah, pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to people around you, and give people maybe a second chance, like give them a second look, because there might be something there that you didn't see. I'm literally hearing that song from Beauty and the Beast, when it's called Something There. And it's when Belle and the Beast are like kind of dancing around their feelings for each other, and they haven't realized what it is. And it's like that's the energy that you're moving into this month with someone in your life. Someone in your life, you're going to start going, maybe there's something there, And it's exciting. It's flirtatious. It's a little bit giddy, All right, I'm going to move on to see how finances are going to go for you. Okay. All right, 9 of Wands in reverse. In terms of finances, guys, I'm thinking you've got some debt that's troubling you. You feel like you're kind of bogged down with like kind of crippling debt energy, okay? Now, the good news is that is going to, we've got 9 of Wands as the bottom of the deck energy here, kind of ruling over this segment. So couple of things here. We've got really fast energy kind of purveying over this situation that's coming up. Wheel of Fortune is also typically a fast energy. So the shift in perspective that you're going to have in terms of this love interest or lover is going to happen very quickly, and I actually see you as the one initiating something with this person. Like I'm seeing this light bulb come up over your head, like, aha, that's the person for me. So that's what's going on in the love department. Like I said, I see you as being the one to take the initiative. This might have been a person that asked you out in the past, and you said no at the time, but either way, I think this person is going to end up bringing you a lot of joy. In fact, this might be a person that you're already really good friends with. Yeah, that for some of you, I'm seeing that this is a person that you're already really close with in a friend way, and the feelings are going to deepen, and it's going to be like a really fun experience for you to be like, oh wow, like I might be in a relationship with my best friend, And what's cool about that is that, I think that sometimes when you get into a relationship, like when you're in a really close friendship with someone and then you deepen it to a romantic relationship, things can accelerate really quickly in that relationship because you already have this very stable, very solid, very firm foundation of friendship to kind of, to back it all up. So that's what I see happening for you there. In terms of money, I'm feeling like, yeah, you're burdened and you feel like there's no way out of this debt that you have. And unfortunately, kind of the best advice that I have for you on that front is just keep doing what you're doing. If you've been like plugging away and just paying off your debt a little bit at a time, that's going to be your best bet for right now. I don't see any I don't see, basically, I don't really see much changing for you in the monetarily during this time. All right. Oh, okay. So for work for you guys, we have the Devil coming out. So you might be, oh, okay. So you might be in a position where part of the reason that you're so burdened is that you're in a job that you don't really enjoy because you're trying to pay off this debt. And so you're feeling like, ugh, like you feel like you're chained to this job because you need it to pay off your debt. For some of you, this might be child support. This might be something that you have to pay off, court fines, that kind of thing. Something that's making you feel burdened and overwhelmed financially. And this job that you have that you keep going to might actually be causing you to have it might have like rippling effects on your spirit, like having to, like, the best example I can give is like okay, so a good example from my own life was like when I was working full time. When I was living in Michigan, I was working full time, and then I picked up a second job because I had like 2 days off, and I ended up working like bartending 50 or 55 hours a week, sometimes 60. And what I found was that I'm pretty introverted by nature, but I am a bartender, so it's kind of a weird situation for me. But what I found was that all the money that I was making from my second job, I was spending in drugs and alcohol, basically, to come down, or like to fill myself back up after these long shifts. And so finally I ended up quitting the job or I actually got fired. That's a different story though. But I lost that job, and I was like, oh, good, because actually I wasn't saving any money anyways. So you might be experiencing a little bit of burnout, and that's having like residual effects or aftermath effects in your like overall psychic energy. So just watch out for burnout. You got a lot of burnout here. And there might be ways that there might be places that you're spending money that you could curb that, so you could work less. So just like the best advice I give you is just to like sit for a minute and keep doing what you're doing, but think about how you can get creative with passive income. Or I know everybody wants passive income. It's like I feel silly being like, get some passive income, but seriously, if you can figure out a way to reorient yourself so that you're spending less time with the job that's kind of sucking your soul, so to speak, that you're not happy to show up to, that you're that's kind of like robbing you of your joy. Yeah, I think that'd be good for you. Oh, health wise, awesome. You got a great month coming up. You've got the World showing up for health, so this means that whatever you're doing is going well. Sorry, I was just struck because I realized how many major arcana you guys have showing up for your month. We've got Wheel of Fortune, Star, the Devil, and the World all showing up. So this means that typically if this happens, Leo, this means that your month is going to be, I'm seeing you on the cusp of a rather monumental, I call them like soul growth spurts, when you go through like a lot of life lessons. But in your case, I'm not really seeing this as like negative life lessons. I'm seeing them as positive. The only thing here that gives me pause is like this job that is not necessarily working for your best good. But that being said, guys, your inner world is very much in balance. You have I don't know if you have like a workout routine. You probably do. Seems like you're like physically in shape, and mentally I can tell you have like a really bright energy about you. And you're really like kind of bursting with potential at this point. That's the general read that I'm getting from this, is like you can go anywhere, you can do anything. You're unstoppable basically. And it really just comes down to, what do you want to do, you know? I'm like, the sky's the limit kind of thing. But what's cool is that you have options, and I think guys, that there is something in the back of your head that you've been thinking that you should do. Like, okay, so like for me, again, using an example from my own life, I've been a bartender for, 12 years now. And a couple years ago, I quit my bartending job, and I was just going to, well, I didn't know what I was going to do. I was just like, it was during COVID and I just couldn't handle it anymore. So I just quit. And during that time, I found that I love tarot. I've always read tarot, but for myself, but I had never read for other people really. And then I started diving into that, and then I was like, oh my God, this is all I want to do. I just want to read tarot, just want to be a tarot reader. And then I started really diving into that. Unfortunately, I had to go back to bartending because, you know, I'm just now starting out and this isn't paying the bills yet. But there's a similar energy with you guys. Like, there's something that you would do if you didn't have to, like, if money was no object, or if money was a non-issue, what would you do with your time, you know? And whatever that thing is, like carving aside, like if you're a writer and you've really been wanting to like pull the trigger on, you know, starting that blog or something like that, even carving aside 30 minutes a day to just dedicate to that, I think you're riding a very impregnable wave of energy right now, is what I mean. And to capitalize on that energy, basically you've got like, you're like surfing an energetic wave right now that will take you somewhere really, really awesome. All you have to do is just put like a tiny bit of effort into it, you know? Because I can tell that you also have a lot on your plate and you're busy. But for instance, if music is your passion, then like the universe is like waiting for you to sing, or like waiting for you to pick up that guitar. Like, come on, like do it, you know, like everyone's just like excited for you to do this. And if you set aside like 30 minutes a day, say, to songwriting, or working with your guitar, or working on the piano. This is just if you're a musician. Obviously, if you're another type of artist, substitute that. But what you will see happen is that opportunities will start to spring up in your life, like in your in the external world, that will actually surpass the effort that you're putting in right now. Because like, it's almost like the universe is acknowledging that you would do that if you had the time and you had the energy, but you don't have it right now. And because, you know, you're swamped with other things. And so they're like, you don't like, basically it's like, you don't even have to meet us halfway. If you just meet us like 10%, we'll pick up the other 90%. So like, if you know, like I said, even dedicate just like 30 minutes a day, you'll soon find that you're getting gigs, you're getting offers to like come and hang art at a local music venue, or play a gig at like somebody's wedding. Like, things will just kind of come around for you. All right, and then spirit wise, so we had 2 of Cups and 6 of Cups coming up. That's crazy, because these are like the 2 soulmate cards basically coming out together. Okay, so going back to relationships and love, I know I said that I thought that there was someone in your life that you may have overlooked, or you may have thought you didn't have anything with, or actually, no, I go back to what I said originally. I think this is a really good friend that you haven't seen in like a romantic or sexual light. And I think they see you as a really good friend too. But something really cool is about to shift and change in that relationship. And I can't really say too much more about that, because I think it's, not only is it like a surprise, but it's also like, it hasn't what is the word? It's not like it's a surprise. It's like it's brand new and exciting, and it's almost like they don't want to give anything away. Like it's super sweet. And like when you figure out who this person is, Leo, when you're like, oh my God, it's Mark, or it's Susan, it's like it's that person that and I know, Leo, when you watch this video, whoever's watching this video, I know that you know the person in your head. Like whoever came to mind when I said there's a friend in your life that you might have overlooked, that you actually have, that might be a good romantic option. If someone popped into your head, that's who it is. Okay. So this is really cool. And, yeah, I'm seeing, it's funny, well, not funny, you have Nine of Wands and Nine of Swords both in reverse. Nine of Wands talks about burnout. Nine of Swords talks about anxiety. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling that even though, one thing, Leo, is I think you are a lot harder on yourself than you need to be. The perception of you that you have is not matching the perception that that the universe has, basically, or your guides, or the people in your life. The people who view you have a different opinion of you than you do, and you've been really working to come into balance, and you've been working, and I think you feel like your work has been not for naught, but you feel like your energy has been put towards like the wrong things. Not the wrong things, but just, like I said, it's this job that you don't really like very much, and you're like, but don't worry, basically, is what I'm saying. Don't worry about that. That will resolve itself. If you just carve out a little bit of time to work on your passion, you're going to be amazed at what comes up. All right. So I'm going to finish up and read you from the book, The Naughty Oracle, what the double-pronged echidna penis says, and I apologize in advance because I think this does get a little bit graphic. So if you're not okay with like sexual innuendo or outright sexual remarks, then I would stray away from watching this. But also feel free to, so this oracle book gives you affirmations and questions, so feel free to screenshot this or, pause the video and write it down or whatever. All right, double-pronged echidna penis. Lighten up. Get that stick out of your arse and loosen up, baby. Go have an orgasm and let the love energy flow through your body to release the fucking dense world shit that is around you right now. This loving echidna comes to you to remind you that you deserve to be loved, especially by yourself. Seek this self-love and relish it. You deserve all of the good stuff in life. Stop sticking your nose up at it all. Ground yourself and get back into being just happily you as you are. You are snooty-nosed and not letting yourself see the joy around you. You are keeping yourself enclosed from those around you and acting like the stuck-up arseholes you surround yourself with. Stop acting like them. Get back to being you and begin by enjoying your own luscious body again. Release the tightness in your soul and body and just begin to flow with the orgasm of joy running through the divine love of the universe. Release is fucking awesome, so do it. Loosen up now. And here's some questions to ask yourself. How can I make myself feel lighter? Who or what is dragging me down and lowering my vibration? How can I get in touch with my sensual side? And then your affirmations are, I choose to connect myself to pure love source energy in order to recharge my vibration and lighten my soul. I am light, I am love, I am light, I am love, I am light, I am love. And that was card number 12, so that might be relevant to you in some way. But yeah, so feel free to that. And like I said, this oracle deck is deliberately offensive. So I take it with a grain of salt, I don't necessarily think that you are surrounded with negative people. I do think that you are a little bit too hard on yourself, and that's kind of the main takeaway from that. Yeah, so that's all I have for you, Leo. I hope that this was helpful. I hope you have an awesome month whenever it is that you're watching this. And it was my pleasure to read your cards. So if you enjoyed the content, please leave me a comment down below if it resonated with you, if you want to chat about anything. If you would like to subscribe to the video, I try to post zodiac readings every day. So, you can keep up with me there. And other than that, have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.